and let's go over on how to analyze chart from A to Z using SMC. So as you can see right here, we have EURUSD chart. So the first thing you need to do is to move to a higher time frame, which is daily time frame or the weekly time frame. So I will use the daily time frame. From the daily time frame, as you can see, the thing we need to do is to remove all drawings so that we can have a clear chart, so that we can start over and see what can we expect the markets to do. So as you can see, the market range we are focusing on at this point was the last break of structure we had right here. As you can see, previously the market was consolidating from this point, as you can see, but now when price was bullish right at this point from today, so after having that break of structure to the downside we had right there. So now our trading range is this point right here, from this high to the recent low right here. So since we have that, let me remove this. My break of structures going from this point. You need to mark your break of structure so that you can remember what the market is telling you, so that you don't get confused later on. So as you can see, we have these break of structures going to the downside. So now we know that the market is bearish, so sales will be more probable than looking for buys. So from the 4 hour, as you can see, the break of structures we have right here. Okay, so as you can see, those are the break of structures we have. So at this point, the origin which caused the recent break of structure is this order block right here. Looking at this order block, as you can see, it has already been filled. So this order block took some people out. As you can see, this week could have stopped out some of the sellers trying to sell from this point. So the next thing that I had to wait for was to wait for the other break of structure, which is a recent one, which is a 4 hour order block, as you can see. So let's move down to 2 hours to get a clearer chart. So now, as you can see, looking at this origin which caused this break of structure, we now can see that all this was just liquidity price, to sweep, to tap into this zone. As you can see from this point, once price tapped into our origin, it immediately reversed to the lower side. So now, as to how we'll join these cells, let's move down to 1 hour chart. Okay, once price taps into an origin, it clears liquidity. As you can see here, we had sort of equal highs, which price swept to tap into this origin. So once I have that, the next thing I have to do is to use confirmation entry, since price had already moved. So when using confirmation entry, the first thing you need to do is to wait for price to tap in into your origin, which price is already done right here. And then the second thing we need to do is to wait for a market structure shift or a change of character, which tells us that the trend has changed. So as you can see, we have this our change of character right there. And looking at this from the 1 hour time frame, the origin is not clear. So let's move down to 30 minutes time frame to allocate our origin. And see on the 30 minutes the origin is failed. So let's go down to 15-minute time frame to get a clearer chart. On the 15-minute, as you can see, the origin which caused this change of character is this point right here. And when marking an origin, you just mark the last candlestick before the impulsive move, and an order block must have an imbalance. As you can see right here, we have an imbalance present. It's not really big, but an imbalance is still an imbalance. So this is my origin, and from there, as you can see, price kept on giving us breakup structures to the downside. This was the last breakup structure we had to the downside. So as you can see right here, we have so many breakup structures, so you wouldn't know which one is the origin you should take yourselves from. So as always, you must mark your origin, which is a higher probability of reversing, is the last order block. Looking from this downtrend, as you can see, this right here, we have an order block right here. Also from this point, we also have an order block, but this one has already been failed, so it means it's not valid anymore. And then when this order block, it reacted later on, but ended up could have taken you out, as you can see. So the best thing to do is to wait for the extreme zone, which is our last order block, and to confirm that, we also can use a Fibonacci retracement, which we can mark from the last reversal point to the previous low. As you can see, any level that is below 0.5 is not valid to me. I'll take that as a no. And my origin should be above 0.79. Also in an uptrend, it is also vice versa. I need to see an origin below 0.79. So now let me remove this drawing. So now our next line of action is to wait for price to get right there, and then we can sell, and our TP will just be below the previous reversal point, and our stop loss should be above this high, and we should add a few pips to avoid liquidity sweeps. So that's what we have right there. So this is what I'm looking forward to on EURUSD. So now let's move down to GBP/USD. Okay, as you can see on GBP/USD, what I chart. I'm looking for sales at right this order block right here. So the next thing we need to do, the first thing we always do is to remove all drawings, move down to the daily time frame, which is a higher time frame, to find the buyers. As you can see, GBPUSD has been bullish. As you can see, considering this break of structure to the upside, this break of structure shows us that the market is bullish. Okay, so this is the last break of structure way to the upside, and the origin was right at this point, but you can see what GBPUSD decided to do. GBPUSD decided to give us a change of character, which means that the trend has changed from bullish to bearish. As you can see, this is the change of character. And the origin which caused the change of character, we have right here, is this area right here. But since this is far away, we'll leave that pending. It's a valid order block. We'll really consider that order block once price reaches there. So now let me mark my break of structures going to the downside. On the daily time frame, this is the last break of structure way to the downside. So let's move down to the 4-hour time frame to find to get a clearer chart on what's really happening in a smaller time frame. This is our middle time frame. Conservatively. Okay. As you can see, looking at the last break of structure way to the downside, again price decided to change the trend. As you can see, price did not respect the origin we hit, which caused the break of structure right here. When price failed to respect this order block, price decided to give us a new high, which is a change of character, which means that we have turned from bearish and now we are bullish. From this point we are now bullish, but this is what I need to see on the smaller time frame. As you can see, overall we are bearish, and we are still bearish from the 4-hour time frame. But looking at the current market price right here, we have this origin right here where price reacted off right at this order block. As you can see, price reacted off, and moving down to the 2 hours time frame, we can see we have a tiny break of structure at this point. No matter how small a break of structure is, still a break of structure. So let me mark this on the block. So looking at this, when price tapped into the origin, price immediately reversed, but I did not catch the sell from this point. What I had to do was move down to a smaller time frame, like the 1 hour time frame. As you can see, when price tapped into my origin, price cleared liquidity at this point right here. After having that